So this is what it looks like. I like it though. I kind of like it. Okay, so this is a natural light. That's what it looks like. See? I want you guys to see it properly. And let me do a swatch now. Okay, so this is it on my skin tone. Now, if you know Hourglass, you know it doesn't swatch so well in but it applies great on the face. Now, this is that bronzer, but I'm going to quickly compare it to my Sculpt and Set a bronzer in a minute. Now, how have I swatched? I've swatched from here to this, to this, to that. So that's what we have. But let me quickly go get my Sculpt and Set so we can compare that bronzer, because that's looking light for me. Okay, this is Sculpt and Set. Let me quickly swatch the bronzer. Okay, so this one here, this is Sculpt and Set. So I don't know. You tell me. I think this one is deeper than this one here. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have this Hourglass palette. I got mine in the shade Tiger. I think this is the most anticipated launch of this time of the year. Everybody looks forward to it. Don't know what's wrong with those eyes if they're creasing, but whatever, never mind, not today. So this is what it looks like. You would see in the video that I included swatches, but for those of you who might be going like, oh, you need to swatch right now. Okay, let's swatch. Let's start with this. Okay, so I'm just gonna, that's the first shade, which is supposed to be the bronzer shade. My next finger, swatching this one. That's the blush. And these are the ones, this is the palette that has, 5 of them new, right? I'm just swatching, just so you get to see. And this is the powder, the new powder, I think. Am I correct? No, the new highlighter, I think that one is. That's lovely. Now let's swatch this one. Okay, no, let's do justice. Let's not mess up. Okay, so that's that. And then you have this one, which is an existing powder. So that's what they look like on my skin tone. As I said, you would see more swatches in natural light. I'm filming today with all the lights on, and I'm facing the window just so I can get more light in. So that's what they look like. So I have used, obviously, the skin tint shade 15, the setting powder, which is the deep one. I've used that. I have gone in with a contour. So in case this pulls up dark, don't be thinking it's this though. It's this. Now, while I'm talking, I have the Sculpt and Set here, the bronzers here. Let me quickly show you that. Okay, now forgive my clumsiness if I'm not holding it properly. But you know what's the bronzer. So this is the bronzer, and this is the bronzer here, right? I already swatched it, as I said, but I'm going to swatch this bronzer close to the bronzer that I swatched here. So this is a bronzer from this new palette, yeah? Let's swatch this one. You see, this is deeper. So just for reference, just so you know. So now, because I've gone in with my powder and stuff, I'm going to go straight into this bronzer. And I want to use my, let me use my Sonia G brush, because I don't even want any stories with like, oh, it's not showing, blah, blah, blah. So let's use this. So what have I done to this brush? I don't even know. Seriously. Anyway, okay. That's the brush. I think I didn't put it properly. But anyway, so we'll go into this. Just pick it up. Let me be sure that it picks up before anything. So you can see it on the brush, right? So let's go in here. Okay, surprise, surprise. Okay, it shows up. In fairness, it shows up. Now, I don't know if my contour from, what's it called? From Charlotte Tilbury is helping. But you can see it shows up, okay? Now, my reference, so Hourglass, I use 15 MAC NC50, because that's the oldest shade you can use to compare. I use NC50 on that. So at least if that helps with the reference. That, and I also use Makeup by Mario 21W and also 24N on the Makeup by Mario foundation. I'm just calling the foundation that I remember, that I think maybe every one of us has. So it's showing. I don't know if the contour thingy I used, which is the Charlotte Tilbury, is helping or not, but it's showing. And this has a bit of a reddish undertone, so it's good. So it's showing, because let me tell you, I was really ready to go lit on them. Anyway, so yeah, it's showing. So I'm going to use some on my nose. Okay, now I'll go to my chin area. Okay, so that's that. It's showing. I like the fact that it's showing, right? Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've used my translucent powder underneath my eyes, just so that, you know, I can know that my eyes are set. So I'm going to quickly do, you know, do my eyes, use my eyeshadow and stuff, and come back for us to use the rest of the shade. So we're going to do the blushes. I don't know how many blushes I'm going to try and fit on my face, but I'm going to try to use the 3 as much as I can, and then the setting powder and the highlighters. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I played with this palette, the Sunday Seduction. That's what I use in my eyes, and I use the blue mascara. So I'm going to keep that at the side. So I'm going to be using this new Sonia G brush. Let's use the powder. Let's use this to apply the setting powder underneath the eyes. I mean, this is an existing shade, so it's not much, you know, to anticipate from this. But yeah, let's just apply it. Hopefully it shows up. Yep. Okay. Yeah, there's something about Hourglass powders. Listen, I can take the piss on them for the lack of so much inclusivity, because I'm not going to say they don't have inclusivity, but I mean, you cannot take away the fact that they have the best powders, finishing powders, and maybe setting powders, if I can say that, on the market. You know, you can't take that away from them, so you've got to give that to them, to be honest. Okay, so that's what the powders look like. You can see the show up. Right, for this blushes, I want to go with this Sonia G's Natural Psycho Hoko Go Tech, whatever. Right, you know the name. So let me start with this tone first. Let's start with this one. This is the most important thing to me in this palette. Is this blushes. Look at how that one looks. Okay, let's put that there. Just going building it up, as you can see. That is beautiful. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Now let me do the same. You know what, no, let me do something else. Let's use another brush. Let's use this brush and go into this one, so we get to see all, you know, and I can just, and then probably use this at the side of the cheeks, just so we get to see, you know. Don't mind looking crazy for you lots. I'm taking the piss. Well, so yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, no, the blushes are just awesome. Now, I don't know if you can see so much difference, but a little bit though, because you can see this. Yeah, this is a little bit different from this, I would say. So that's what it. Let me build this up. Let me build this one up here, just so you can see better. What have I done? Oh gosh, help me, forgive me if I've messed a little bit up there. I'm always wanting to go, you know me. Okay, so this blush here, this one here, and this one we have used here. This is lovely. I have to say it's nice. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this brush because I haven't used it for the powder. Let's go into this one that has this sort of a shimmer, whatever thing there. So you can see that shiny thing there it gives on that one. I'm just placing it up there, and I'm gonna leave it. Okay, so let's reach for. I'm gonna use a I'm gonna use a natural hair brush, which is they're all natural hair, but you know, yeah, the Wayne Goss one, to use this highlighter. This is what I'm excited for. Bring you really close in. See? Oh no, this highlighter is beautiful. Come on, Hourglass. I might take the piss sometimes, but listen. Oh yeah. So you see, the highlighter is lovely. Everything in this palette is lovely. I mean, it works. If I can be honest to God, it works for my skin tone. Now, can they do better? Yes, they can. But so far, so good. I love all of them. The powders, everything, you know, the high, which obviously is an existing shade. But this is really for our skin tone, dark skin girl. This is really, you know, your everyday. You can use everything here. As I said, NC50, NW50, you might want to reach for... where is it now? Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, so you've seen everything. This is just lovely. This is chef's kiss. I love this. I mean, everything works, I would say. For me, everything works. Now, if you're deeper, as I said, NW50, you might want to reach in here for this bronzer. You might want to. But would you be able to use everything here? Yes, of course. And yes, why not? It would show up. I'm thinking to get the leopard. Is it leopard or cheetah, whatever they call it? The second one, just because I've decluttered my elephant palette, and that's the only, you know, 2 palettes I have. But I would say, but it's lovely. It is beautiful. It is.